Good afternoon, boys. Last time we have seen some examples which are based on this chapter. Let us go further. The next point of this chapter, that means the concept of multiple choice question. Let us see some examples. First multiple choice question. When seen from below, the blades of ceiling fan are seen to be revolving in anticlockwise direction. Their speed is decreasing. Full stop. Select correct statement about the directions of its angular velocity, that means omega, and angular acceleration. First statement, omega, angular velocity upward direction and alpha downward direction. Second statement, B, omega downward direction and alpha, that means angular acceleration upward direction. Third, both alpha and omega downward direction. And fourth statement, D, both alpha and omega upward direction. Let us see in detail. This is the fan which is moving in anticlockwise direction. So this is in a rotational motion. So we can say that it must have some velocity, that means angular velocity. And how to find out direction of omega, that means angular velocity. To find out direction, the rule is there. It is called as right hand rule. So imagine right hand with thumb along the axis and curl finger gives direction of rotation. Then the thumb gives direction of omega, direction of angular velocity. So this is diagram. So this right hand, this is the right hand. The curl finger indicates direction of motion. So thumb is directed in downward direction. So in this typical case, if you imagine right hand in such a way that the curl finger gives direction of rotation of the blades of the fan and thumb is along the axis, then thumb gives direction of the omega. So clearly the thumb is directed in downward direction like this. Thumb is directed in downward direction. So we can say that thumb indicates omega, omega direction, angular velocity, and therefore we can conclude that omega is moving in downward direction. So where the omega, thus where the omega which is moving in upward direction is not the correct answer. So A is not correct. Similarly, this D, both alpha and omega upward direction, that means both are wrong. So we know value of omega direction is exactly in downward direction. So B downward direction, and here C alpha and omega both are directed in downward direction. Now out of these two, B and C, we want to find out which is the correct answer. We know that if omega is decreases, then alpha is negative. That means alpha and omega are exactly opposite direction. And suppose omega is increasing, so we can say that both alpha and omega are directed in the same direction. So from this, we are given that the speed is decreasing. So we can say that direction of omega and direction of alpha are exactly opposite to each other. So correct option is omega downward direction, alpha is in upward direction. So this is your correct answer. So B is the correct answer. So in examination you have to write down B also and write full sentence also. So answer of this MCQ is omega downward direction and alpha in upward direction. Next multiple choice question. A particle of mass 1 kg tied to a 1.2 meter long string is whirled, that means rotated, to perform vertical circular motion VCM under gravity. Minimum speed of particle is 5 meter per second. Consider following statement. P. Maximum speed must be 5 root 5 meter per second. Q. Difference between maximum and minimum tension along the string is 60 Newton. In a bracket, G is given as 10 meter per second square. Select correct option. First option A, only P is correct. B, only Q is correct. C, both P and Q correct. And D, both P and Q incorrect. So here we are given statement P, maximum speed, and second is difference between maximum and minimum tension 60. So T1 minus T2 is equal to 6 mg. We are saying this part, maximum tension minus minimum tension is equal to 6 mg. So 6 into m, we are given mass of the particle as 1 kilogram. So in place of m, we write 1. G, we are given as G is 10 meter per second. So 6 into 1 into 10, we get 60. So this statement Q, the difference between maximum and minimum tension along the string 60 is correct. So I can say that out of these 4 options, I can say that Q correct option and D, both P and Q correct, both P and Q, B and C both contains Q as a correct option. So out of this B and C, we have to select 1. We are given maximum speed must be 5 root 5. So suppose this is VCM, vertical circular motion. At topmost point, minimum velocity with which vertical motion is possible, and at lowest point there is a maximum velocity. So we can say that maximum velocity. Now let us find out V maximum. Let us find out V maximum. Suppose this is vertical circular motion. At topmost point, point A, there is minimum velocity. At point lowest point B, at point B, there is a maximum velocity. And we know the formula for minimum velocity under root gr. So V1, Vm or V1 is equal to under root gr, and V2, that means maximum speed, is equal to under root 5 gr. So we can write this as root 5 into under root gr. Under root gr means V minimum, that means V1. So we get root 5 into V1. So we get root 5 into V1. V1 is known to us, it is 5. So 5 root 5 is the maximum speed with which the particle is moving in VCM. So answer is C. Both P and Q are correct answers. The third MCQ. A thin wall hollow cylinder is rolling down without slipping. At any instant, the ratio of rotational kinetic energy to translational kinetic energy to total kinetic energy is ... First option is 1:1:2. Second option is 1:2, 2:3. And third option C, 1:1:1. And fourth option 2:1:3. So we have got 4 options, and we have to find out of these 4 which is the more correct answer. So let us see answer. For rolling body, kinetic energy is given by kinetic energy due to rotation plus kinetic energy due to translational motion, or we can say that linear motion. Let us find out first rotational kinetic energy. So kinetic energy R indicates rotational kinetic energy equal to 1/2 I omega square, and we are given hollow cylinder, a thin wall hollow cylinder, and by definition, by concept, for hollow cylinder, moment of inertia is given by m into r square. Standard formula is there, so we should know this answer. Putting this value in this equation, we get kinetic energy of rotation equal to 1/2 I omega square. That means in place of I, I'll write m into r square omega square. equation 1. Now let us find out translational kinetic energy, or we consider linear kinetic energy. By definition, it is 1 by 1 half mv square. What is V? Nothing but omega into r. So in place of V, we write omega r bracket square. So we get 1 half m r square omega square, equation number 2. We want to find out total energy also. We have find out rotational kinetic energy. We have find out translational kinetic energy. Let us find out total kinetic energy. How to find out this? The combination of rotational kinetic energy and translational kinetic energy. So in place of KER, we write 1 half m omega square r square, equation number 1. We obtain this equation. And in place of this kinetic energy translation, we write 1 half m omega square r square, just like this. So addition, we get this term is common. So 2 upon 2 m r square omega square, equation number 3. And we want to find out the ratio of rotational kinetic energy to translational kinetic energy to total kinetic energy. We want to find out the ratio of rotational kinetic energy divided by translational kinetic energy divided by total kinetic energy. So in place of rotational kinetic energy, I'll write 1 half m r square omega square, double dot, that means division. In place of translational, I'll write equation number 2, 1 half m r square omega square. And in place of total kinetic energy, we write third equation, 2 upon 2 m r square omega square. So it is clear that m r square omega square is common. M r square omega square is common in all three terms, m r square omega square. So we can cancel this. So common term we cancel. So what is remaining? 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2 and 2 upon 2. So again here, see denominator, it is common. So remove the common terms from the three terms. What is remaining? 1 is to 1 is to 2. So correct option is 1 is to 1 is to 2. This is the correct answer. The next multiple choice question. A body of moment of inertia 3 kg meter square rotating with angular velocity of 2 radians per second has same kinetic energy as a mass of 12 kg moving with velocity of dot dot dot. We are given 4 options. A 1 meter per second, B 2 meter per second, C 4 meter per second, and number 4 8 meter per second. So we want to find out value of V in case of kinetic energy, and we are given moment of inertia of this body, we are given omega has same kinetic energy like this. So we can say that rotational kinetic energy of the body is equal to kinetic energy in case of translational motion. So we get the equation kinetic energy of rotational motion is equal to kinetic energy of translational motion. In case of rotational motion, the formula is 1 half I omega square, and in case of translational or linear motion, the formula is 1 half mv square. So clearly 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2 from both sides is cancelled. So what is remaining? mv square is equal to I omega square. We want to find out V. So V square on one side and remaining all term to different side, I omega square. This m denominator. Value of I is known to us. I is 3 kilogram meter square. We are given this value, moment of inertia of 3 kilogram meter square. So in place of I, we write 3. Omega also given to us with angular velocity of 2 radians per second. So in place of omega, we write, in place of this we write 2 square divided by m. What is m? We are given a mass of 12 kilogram. So m is known to us. So 3 into 2 square upon 12. So we get v square equal to 1, and under root v square is equal to v, and under root 1 is 1. So v is equal to 1 meter per second. So correct option is first 1 meter per second. This is the correct option. Next, if external torque acting on the body is 0, then dot dot dot. First option is angular acceleration is maximum. Second option is angular momentum is 0. Third option is angular momentum is conserved. And fourth is angular momentum is maximum. So we have seen the law of conservation of angular momentum. In that typical case, when external torque acting on the body is 0, then angular momentum is conserved. So correct option is C. So answer C with proper sentence. Both should be there. Option and sentence. Both should be properly mentioned. Let us see next multiple choice question. Dimensional formula for moment of inertia is, we are given 4 options. M, L, T. That means m raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to 1. B, M, L, T 0. M raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to 0. Here, third, M, L raised to minus 1, T raised to 0. And fourth is M, L raised to 2, T raised to 0. We have seen formula of moment of inertia, mass into distance square. So I consider fourth option, D, is the correct answer. So answer is M raised to 1, L raised to 2 and T raised to 0. So we have seen sufficient amount of multiple choice question. Now next time we will start. Now we stop here. And next time we will start a new chapter. Now stop here.